Hi guys, today's drawing is a redraw actually of a piece that I did 2 years ago, and I wanted to show improvement and also the fact that I don't do digital art as much anymore. But yeah, so I did a drawing 2 years ago when Korra ended, and it was of Korrasami, and there's actually a video on my channel. It's 2 years old, I can't believe it. Yeah, and there's a video on my channel and of me drawing that piece, and it was actually an art trade for a friend, and we decided to trade something at the end of Korra, especially because we both really shipped Korrasami, and both like Korrasami itself, like the whole fact that that happened meant a lot to us. So anyway, yeah, we decided to do a art trade, and that's the drawing that I did 2 years ago, and I can't believe it's been 2 years. Oh my god. But yeah, so I decided to redraw that because I actually drew it 2 years ago on the date that I drew this again. So yeah, it was drawn at the end of Korra, which if you don't know is a television series, a cartoon that was on Nickelodeon, and it was the sort of sequel to The Legend of Aang or The Last Airbender, depending on where you're from. And it's a cartoon about characters that have like element bending powers, and it's really cool, and the avatar is the one that can sort of, you know, control all the elements, and Korra is the avatar. So yeah, she's actually my favourite from the show, and she's one of my favourite characters of all time. I think it takes a lot to appreciate Korra. You either really like her or you don't, and I really love her. She's very inspiring to me actually. But anyway, yeah, so I decided to redraw this piece, and it's where they go into the spirit world. Yeah, so I was really excited to redraw this actually, because I was changing the medium entirely, and you know that's not always something you can do. Like, you can't just recreate the same effects in digital as you can in traditional, and vice versa. But I wanted to give it a shot and see how far my colour, you know, skills have come and other things like that, and I'm quite impressed with it. I don't think it shows like the full amount of my improvement in the past 2 years, but I had a lot of fun drawing it, and that is just as important. I actually did start drawing another redraw type thing, which I'm going to upload closer to the new year, and that was drawn in 2006, so it's a 10-year difference, so heads up for that. I also have a vlog coming out of me getting a tattoo, my most recent tattoo. I only have two. Most of you know I have a tattoo which is the Airbender logo from Avatar, which is the same show as this, and I actually went and got a tattoo of these two characters, and it's a tattoo of Asami's logo, like the Future Industries logo, for those that know the actual show, and then the other half is Korra's armband. And you might see it pop up a little bit, but I did do a vlog with the permission of my tattoo artist, who was amazing, and he's on Instagram. If you go check out my Instagram, there's a photograph of my new tattoo, so I'll put the link to that in the description. And yeah, he was just fantastic. He let me film it and everything, and I've got a little mini vlog coming out on this channel. I do actually have a vlog channel that I am starting to use again, so there's going to be so many links in the description. Go check them all out. Oh, there's my tattoo. Readjusted my camera. It's a little bit gross at the moment. Like, looking at it right now, it's in that awkward, gross peeling stage. For those that have had tattoos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, it's so gross. Oh my gosh. For those that haven't had tattoos, basically, when your tattoo is healing, it's like an open wound that, you know, in your skin, and you've got to heal from that, and you've got to heal from it properly, and it's healing. It's gross. So if you want to get tattoos, it's not just like, oh, you don't just go and get it. You've got to gotta deal with it after. I think the pain of the tattoo, which wasn't that bad actually, the pain of the tattoo, I know I'm gonna get asked like how painful was it? Yeah, the pain itself is nowhere near as awkward and awful as the aftercare. Thankfully the aftercare only lasts like a week to 10 days, I think. Yeah, so gross. But it's not going to be my last tattoo, by far. I am planning a Steven Universe tattoo, and I'm not sure when I will get that done, but soon, hopefully. So here I used some masking tape because I wanted the mountains to look very sharp, and they do, and I was really glad that the masking tape didn't leak. It did a little bit on the Spirit portal, and you can see it in the top there, but that was fine because down the middle is like a blue bit anyway. It's hard to describe. I'm using my Winsor & Newton Cotman Watercolours as always, and I do use some of my Finetech watercolours here as well because I have some new colours. Ooh. I've not had a chance to use them yet, so yeah, I'm painting the mountains here, and I actually sort of like had to channel my inner Bob Ross for this, and I let the watercolour dry on my brush and used that in like a dry brush, like to pull the colour along so it kind of breaks across the paper, which is how Bob Ross does it on snow. Thank you, Bob Ross. Even though he's using oils on a wet on wet oil like technique, and I'm doing watercolour. Also, I do apologise for the camera in this position. I had no idea it looked like this because I film everything upside down. I had no idea it was this angled, but you know, that's YouTube. So yeah, I had so much fun. I used a lot of reference for this, and I think there's a big stigma with reference, but I used so much reference, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I had a lot of screenshots up from Korra. I actually managed to control myself and not watch an episode. Especially because the only time you see this actual background is in the finale, and I would probably cry. And if you watch my vlogs, there's me reacting again to the ending of Korra like the sad nerd I am. But yeah, oh, also you might notice that I applied masking fluid to Korrasami just as an outline, so that I was a bit freer to just, you know, make sure I got the colours right to the edges as much as possible. I did the flowers in the foreground in Finetech. They're not the best because they're very awkward looking flowers, but when I scan it in and make a print out of it, which I will be doing in the new year, I will be blurring part of the foreground so that it has this sense of depth, which obviously you can't really do with watercolour. I don't know, is there a way you can make something look blurry with watercolour? It's probably far beyond my technical skill level, but yeah, you know. So yeah, you can just see the Finetech there. It's very, there's only tiny amounts in it, it's not a big thing. Oh, also this bit where I peeled off the masking fluid. First of all, this bit came off in one go, and that is so satisfying. However, I actually filmed a slow-mo video on my iPhone, and it didn't save, and I'm so upset. I actually legit had a slow-mo video of peeling the first bit of masking fluid for you all because I know how much you love it, and I'm so sad because it didn't save. I don't know how it didn't save. I don't understand that. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, I used masking fluid, and if you guys don't know what that is, that's just liquid latex, and it stinks and it's nasty, but it's so good for watercolours. I fully recommend using it. So yeah, I've just started colouring the characters now. I'm running out of things to say. It's almost Christmas, it's Christmas Eve! And I am going over to my family's house tonight to play games, and I have Steven Universe Monopoly. And my mum's like, no, I don't want to play Steven Universe Monopoly, and I'm just going to take it over because, you know, I want to play Steven Universe Monopoly. She suggested Monopoly, and I was like, yo, do you know what I have? That's a really great coincidence, Mother. I have Steven Universe Monopoly. Oh my god, I'm so trash. But yeah, so I hope you all have a good Christmas if you celebrate it, or whatever you might be celebrating, either nothing at all or something. And I am especially looking forward to the New Year, because the New Year is kind of like, that's my favourite holiday of the whole year is New Year, and it's really important to me. So yeah, you will, it's going to be a stressful lead up to the New Year because my visa has to be in before the New Year, and there's so much work that needs to be done. But yes, so everything's going forward in 2017. It's crazy to think that. So yeah. I'm trying to think what else I can say. Oh, okay. I really don't know what else to say. I might just put music on the end. Tell me what you guys are doing for Christmas, and if you're watching this after Christmas Day, then let me know what you got for Christmas. If you got any art supplies, I would love to know. I know some of you guys have asked for the same supplies as me that I've got for Christmas, so I really hope you guys get what you've asked for. And I really hope that, you know, you guys enjoy Christmas and don't eat too much. Well, actually, I'm gonna eat too much. So don't do anything I wouldn't do, I guess. Which is daft, because there's a lot of things I wouldn't do, and people would go nowhere if that was the case. But yeah, this is going to be a print in my online store. I'm debating selling the original. I'm not sure yet, but I've had interest from someone already, and we will see. We'll see if that happens. But I will let you guys know if it does. It won't be until the New Year if it does, because I'm a little bit attached to it right now. It's right here, and I'm like, but I painted that. And that's so silly, because I paint everything, but I still sell some things, and it's like, it's daft, I know. Anyway guys, I'm gonna leave you here. Leave a comment below to talk about what you might be getting for Christmas. I'd like to hear it, and I will see you guys maybe before the New Year. I don't think I'll see you guys before Christmas, so happy Christmas, happy holidays in general, and thanks for watching, and I will see you after Christmas. Bye.